Hello, Curious. It seems that despite several months passing after the devastating accident that took the lives of Kobe Bryant, his daughter Gigi, and 7 other passengers, his family cannot catch a break. The news was so shocking that every news outlet in the world covered not only the accident, but also every single aspect of the basketball player's life. But through it all, his wife Vanessa and family have stayed strong, especially through the ordeal with the leaked photographs from the crash site. And it is in the wake of the accident that a new law has been signed. But what exactly is the Kobe Bryant Law? In what ways have the Lakers honored the memory of the basketball icon? And how have his daughters been doing since the incident? Stay with me to find out, but before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and turn on the notifications. In early September, Vanessa Bryant sued the LA County Sheriff and his department, claiming that they have caused her severe emotional distress. The action was taken after, according to the lawsuit obtained by TMZ, no fewer than 8 sheriff's deputies pulled out their personal cell phones and took photos of the bodies of the victims. The document also alleged that the photos were subject of conversation at the department in which they had shown to their colleagues who had no purpose in the investigation. All this came to light after reportedly one of the trainee deputies was in a bar and showed the photos to a woman who, according to the staff at the place, he was trying to impress. It turned out that a bartender had overheard their conversation and filed a formal complaint with the department. Where it gets worse is that according to Vanessa in the suit, the sheriff tried to cover the whole scandal up by going to the substation, who responded to the crash and told the staff that if they deleted the photographs, they would not face discipline. And according to the document, the families were not informed about the photographs and only learned about it from the media. Vanessa, as stated in the lawsuit, decided to take action as she lived in constant fear that one day she or anyone in her family or the family of the other victims would come across these horrific images of their loved ones online. All this was what led up to the Kobe Bryant Law from being passed. At the end of September, the governor of California had signed the bill which makes it illegal for first responders to take unauthorized pictures of victims at the scene of an accident or a crime. This will take effect on January 1st, and it'll make it a misdemeanor with fines up to $1,000 per offense to take such photos for anything other than official law enforcement purposes. And if losing your husband and daughter and then going through several legal battles wasn't enough, Vanessa's mother has also caused some problems for her. In September, Sophia Lane gave an interview in which she claimed that her 38-year-old daughter kicked her out of the family home as well as made her return a car that she had used. In a statement released to People magazine, Bryant's widow called out her mother by saying that her loved ones had unexpectedly passed away and she had the audacity to do an interview on TV while talking negatively about her. Vanessa stated that she and her husband had financially supported Lane for the past 20 years and she still continues to do so now. Bryant also accused her mother of taking all her diamond jewelry, emptying the apartment which she was paying for, and hiding all the possessions in storage to appear as if she had been without any kind of support. And if all that wasn't enough to shut down her Lane's claims, the mother of 4 added to the contrary to what had previously been reported. Sophia had not been physically or emotionally supportive for her or her daughters after the tragic accident. Vanessa added that moving forward, she knows what is important to her and to her mother. While it is hurtful, she hopes that this public airing of their personal relations will stop there. In August, the family celebrated the basketball legend's 42nd birthday. Vanessa shared an emotionally devastating tribute to her late husband on her Instagram, and in it, she wrote how much she missed him by writing, "I miss teasing you, making you laugh, and bursting your bubble. I miss you sitting on my lap like a big baby that you are. I think about your tenderness and patience all the time. I think about everything you would do in situations to help me deal with everything thrown my way." Later in the post, she also went to write about the personal struggles that she had faced since Kobe and Gigi passed away. She also thanked him for showing her what real love felt like. A message like that surely brought a tear to the eyes of many. She also ended up sharing a few photos of presents that various people sent to Kobe, and one of the gifts came from Pau Gasol, who was one of the family's closest friends, so much that the Bryant girls called him Uncle. Vanessa added photos of a few of the presents that the Gasol family sent her, which included a huge stuffed Mickey Mouse doll, and according to EssentiallySports.com, the basketball star was a big fan of Disney and often took his daughters there to the theme park for some family time. Speaking of Pau Gasol, mid-September he and his wife Catherine welcomed their daughter. What made her arrival all the more special was the name that the happy parents decided to give her. The very happy and proud father took to his Twitter account to share the news with the world and announced that her name was Elizabeth Gianna Gasol, clearly a tribute to the daughter of his close friend, as he himself wrote that it's a very meaningful name. On the topic of fellow basketball players, it seems that the Lakers took every chance they got to honor Kobe during the playoffs. One of the notable examples of this came when Anthony Davis hit the game-winning three-pointer in a game against the Denver Nuggets and then shouted Kobe afterward. Jeannie Buss, who owns the team, spoke out about about this development with The Athletic. She expressed how proud she is of her team paying tribute to Bryant at every turn. She revealed that this wasn't some corporate decision, such as saying that this season will be dedicated to him, that this was something that the players did themselves, and that it came straight from the heart. In their first round of the playoffs, the team wore their Black Mamba alternative jerseys for a match. Coincidentally, the fixture landed on August 24th, which was also the number that Kobe wore on his jerseys. Vanessa shared an image of the uniform, which also included a white heart patch with the number 2 in honor of Gigi, and she expressed her love for this gesture on her Instagram. With all the tributes pouring in from all over the world, Nike decided to release their new project. The company published an advert which is titled Better Mamba Forever, and it's narrated by rapper Kendrick Lamar. In the ad, Lamar says Kobe taught us better, and listed the things that we should be better at, while clips of Kobe, Nike-sponsored athletes, and other inspired by him, as well as scenes from Black Lives Matter protests, are displayed on the screen. The purpose of the advertisement was to launch what the shoe company called Mamba Week. The name comes from Bryant's nickname, which was Black Mamba, and his daughter, who was also a talented basketball player like her father, was known as Mambacita. While the whole world still mourns the loss of Kobe and Gigi, how are his daughters doing? The oldest, Natalia, who is officially starting her senior year in high school, Vanessa shared a photo of her daughter with a sign that reads "Back to School 2020. This year looks different, but I will succeed." The true star of the family the past few months has been 3-year-old Bianka Bella, who the family calls BB. Her sister Natalia was making a TikTok dance video with Sabrina Ionescu, who is a basketball player and was mentored by Kobe. And in the video, the girls are having fun dancing when little BB decides to steal the show. She popped up right in front of the camera with a big smile on her face, making her sister and friends burst out laughing. It seems that everyone loved the video, as since it has been viewed more than 1.4 million times. And the youngest of the family, Capri, was just a few months old when her father and sister passed away, and it is a sad fact that the little girl will only know what she's told of them. While she might not have many memories of them, she will definitely have tons of photos and memorabilia that will help uphold their memory. Speaking of photos, her mommy shared a video of the little girl on her Instagram, and in it, she's holding a framed photo of her dearly departed father when Vanessa asks her, "Who's that?" and she responds with "Dada." That video surely brought a tear to the eyes of many, and I can honestly say that it did to me. As for Vanessa, while undoubtedly still hurting, she has been putting on a brave face not only for the world, but especially for her daughters. She has been spending time with family and close friends who have been supporting her throughout the whole ordeal. One of those friends is singer Ciara, and a few days ago, the artist posted a few photos of the two of them together sitting side by side on a plane and breastfeeding their babies. She captioned the photo, "Got milk? #MomLife." The ladies are basically showing that they are the ultimate gal pals. And being there to support her friend on Mama Day, which falls on August 24th after Kobe's jersey numbers 8 and 24, she wrote a heartfelt message to the basketball player's widow. She shared a photo of Vanessa with the girls, and in the caption she wrote, "Seeing you and the girls smile makes my heart smile," Ciara wrote. "You're the toughest mama I know, and seeing you put one foot forward each day is admirable. It ain't easy, but if you know one thing, Mamba Queen's capable of it all. Love you, V." So curious, what are your thoughts on the Kobe Bryant Law? Will it stop accidents like that happening in the future? What do you think about Vanessa's mother's behavior? Let me know in the comments below, and as always, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you again soon.